umugarukiramana
become someone who returns to God,
Imana ikugarukira.
then God returns to you.
Umugarukiramana
Becomes someone who returns to God,
Imana ikugarukira.
then God returns to you.
Wishukwa n'isi
Don't be confused with the world,
kuko izashira.
because it has an end. It will have an end.
Dushake impamba hakiri kare.
Let's search for something to feed on when there's still time.
Umunyabyaha yarapfuye
A sinner died
yifuza kugaruka.
when he wished to return,
Agira ati Mana
and he could say, God,
ngarukira nzakugaragira.
turn back to me and I will just stay with you.
Isi yari yarayigize nk'iyi.
He had made the world his own.
Agenda mu muhanda
Whenever he walked in the world, on the road,
abyimbije agatuza.
he was just proud and just bringing up, open his chest.
Akandagira ku rushingamo ihetse imizigo.
He was treading like a camel which is carrying some things.
Mu rusengero ntihakozwaga.
He couldn't reach the church.
Azakorwa n'isoni kuri uwo munsi.
He will be ashamed on that day.
Umugarukiramana
So become someone who returns to God.
Imana ikugarukira.
Then God will return to you.
Wishukwa n'isi
Don't be confused with the world,
kuko izashira.
because it will have an end.
Dushake impamba hakiri kare.
Let's search for something to eat when there's still time.
Kuri uwo munsi
On that day,
buri wese azaba arimo gutitira.
everyone will be shaking, shivering,
Keretse umunyabikorwa byiza
except someone with good actions
uzaba urimo kumwenyura.
who will be smiling.
Uwasebanyaga
The one who used to backbite others
azaba yasuherewe.
will have been ashamed.
Uwaneguranaga
Everyone who used to mock others, to mock on others,
iminwa izaba ititira.
his mouth will be shaking.
Uwararaga mu mihana
Everyone who used to sleep away from his home,
azaba ari guhanwa.
he will be being punished.
Uwicuruzaga
The one who used to sell himself or a prostitute
azaba ari gucunaguzwa.
will be just condemned.
Abanigaga abana
Those who could entangle their kids
n'abanyabyaha
and those sinners
bazaba bari gutogota.
will be just shaking,
Hoshi inkoni iri kwishiga.
like just compared to a casserole or a saucepan which is on the fireplace.
Uzadufashe Mana
Oh God, help us,
kuri uwo munsi
so that on that day
tuzaba bari.
we will be forgiven.
Umugarukiramana
So become someone who turns to God,
Imana ikugarukira.
and then God will turn to you.
Wishukwa n'isi
Don't be confused with the world,
kuko izashira.
because it will have an end.
Dushake impamba hakiri kare.
Let's search for something to eat when it's still time.
Abarozi kuri uwo munsi
Those people who poison on that day
bazabuhekenya.
will eat their own poison.
Ibyo yahishe byose
Everything that they hid
bizagaragazwa.
will come to public.
Kuri uwo munsi
On that day,
umubyeyi azihakana umwana.
a parent will just say that the child doesn't belong to him,
Umwana yihakana umubyeyi.
and the child will say that the parent doesn't belong to him.
Umugabo yihakana umugore.
A husband will just say that a wife doesn't belong to him.
Reba umuriro ugurumana.
Just gaze at the fire, the furnace,
Abamarayika batanga ibihano.
and then angels will punish
Habe n'inyinya.
without smiling.
Garukira Imana mugenzi
So
wawe.
turn back to God, my friend,
Nanjye nisize.
and I also should.
Umugarukira Imana
So become someone who turns to God,
Imana ikugarukira.
then God returns back to you.
Wishukwa n'isi
Don't be confused with the world,
kuko izashira.
because it will have an end.
Dushake impamba hakiri kare.
Let's search for something to eat before when it's still time. That's the end of the song.